Hello. I'm just gonna explain this a little better. Assistant General Manager, Craig, basically told me, which I am taking as discrimination. He said, I don't think you're pushing fast enough. The guys are working their ass off. And I'm sitting here going, well, what am I doing? I've been pushing the cart's in fast enough, and you got all four of us working at 10. And I didn't want to tell him this. When I get near a cart girl, one of them keeps running over there, and then when I go to the next one, the other one runs over there. We're walking on each other's feet. And two, and then he said, well, are you hurt? And I said, yeah, my foot hurts. It's been hurting since I've been cashiering, which been almost a year ago, and it never got any better. And he goes, oh, why not? Marshfield got a thing where you can call, and they could figure it out. Oh, but they may want to take a look at it. And I told him, well, I don't have medical insurance. I can't afford to see a doctor. And without medical insurance, they'll charge you an arm and a leg. And he said, oh, I can't do anything about it unless you have a doctor's note. And I'm sitting there going, well, that's hard to get. And if I get a doctor's note, they already told me years ago that because of my bad right knee, I ain't supposed to do any carryouts. I ain't supposed to push carts anymore. Then what am I supposed to do? I hate to say this to him, when he said all this, it hurted me. 'Cause I'll tell you this, yeah. I'm sitting there going, the guys ain't working as hard as I am. And we had the whole parking lot full of customer cars and employee cars. And all the carts were mainly with customers. There wasn't too many coming out. What do you expect for me to be? And I didn't want to say this to him. I was at Black River Falls, Wisconsin, Walmart, store number 1277. Their fastest cart pusher they had. Plus, I was the best. And I trained cart pushers. A bunch of cart pushers. And here's what I hate to say it to Craig. Then from what you're saying, if I was Walmart's fastest, then you're saying the guys I worked with were slower than molasses. And then, here's the thing. I told him the Menards shopping carts, which is true, they have bad wheels. He said, I have to disagree with you. I think they have good enough wheels. And I'm like, no. Carts with good wheels would not go trying to steer on their own or to the left or the right only. If they had good wheels, they would steer straight and you'd be able to push them really easily inside. The wheels stick. Some of them only want to go to the left or only to the right. They go clunk clunk and rattle. You got flat spots on the wheels, and I hate to say it, I've been cart pushing for 6 years or more. I know what I'm talking about, and that was a slap in my face. And I don't want to say it to him. I guess then I'm going to be applying for work at other places. And I hate to say it, I'm just going to have to try to get out of Menards. And I'll give him a 2-week notice. And I hate to say it to him. If you and Amber don't want me working here, just when these employers call, even if they're your competition, just give me a good reference I'll give my 2-week notice to be nice. And I'll be on my way out the door. How hard is that, you know? And, yeah. It was discrimination. It was hurtful what he said. And I'm like, I'm going just as fast as I was at Walmart. When I was cart pushing at Walmart. And you're saying I'm not going fast enough. I'm like, look. This is what Menards needs, is a cart machine. This is, like I hate to say it to him. And yesterday you were worried that I was overheating when I wasn't. Now today you had to push me down and cut me down. I hate to say this. No. I don't trust working at Menards anymore. After all this discrimination and favoritism been going on for the past year. I've been bullied by customers that shop at Menards. Nothing happens because they're customers. I've been even bullied by my own supervisors. Plus, now management at Menards. And discriminated. And I hate to say it to him. I got injured at Menards. My foot is a work-related injury. So, technically, if it was any other retailer, they would have kissed up to my ass. Gave me full-time for working full-time hours for almost the whole year. Instead of keeping me at part-time. When you know that's why I need the medical insurance. That's why I need to be full-time. I need to be able to have my left foot checked and my right knee rechecked. And chances are, I'm going to hear it again, that my cart pushing days are over. They ain't going to write a note about that, you know. If you want a doctor's note on my foot, hold on. Huh. Well, anyway. Anyway. Like I said, I didn't like that he said that to me. I feel, yes, Menard should apologize for this. I am gonna email my DVR counselor, Jean Tremblay, about this. And DVR is with the state of Wisconsin. And like I said, if they feel it's discrimination, they'll help me move out of Menards real fast. As for right now, I am going to probably have to email Christine with DHL to turn them down on the job. And to say, I'm not going to accept your job offer due to, you know, they didn't tell me when you would start, Story. They never told me what the job is. They lied to me about the hours and that. So, I hate to say it to them, I just want to work first shift. And come to find out through the grapevine on Facebook, They lied to me about the days that you work for second and first shift. It's like, that ain't too bright of HR. But here's the thing Menards forgets. I am trained for supervisory. I do know how to make a cardboard bale. I've stacked on the sales floor before. I've done planograms. I've cashiered, push carts, unloaded trucks. I've done pricing before, planograms. And what Craig did was against not only supervisory, but against management rules. You are not supposed to do that to an associate. I was told that by a store manager once. And they kind of said why you don't do that, because then your employees will go give a different job and they will not give a 2-week notice.